we don't prioritize key issues that affect us, we as human beings. We instead spend on things that do not benefit the communities and us as human beings. So by saying that expenditure counts, I think that yes, it is right that we should prioritize and spend on family planning interventions in order to improve the lives of the people.
The subheading, expenditure count, and you go to the pictograph in the middle, seeing the father, mother, and children, they are all happy. That means they have had time to plan for how to earn and how to spend their income and live happy.
To me, I think with family planning, the children look healthy, they are happy, meaning that they were considered.
And also when I look at expenditure count with exclamation mark, it could mean to me that there's something to be done with expenditure.
I see the family planning, they are getting resources, they are allocating them, then they are giving, when they have got their resources, they disperse them to where they want to spend them. Then after, they spend depending where they've allocated their resources, and then they absorb what they've allocated or what they've spent on. So there is a plan, I can say.
Yes.
There is a plan which they've made. They allocate resources, then they spend on depending on where they've allocated.
Let us allocate family planning budget like other sectors, like agriculture, security, and whatever. But when we are planning for our country, or when we are doing like bottom-up planning meetings in our villages, parishes, and whatever, we don't allocate these sectors as to be important things. So in our family planning, if we want to improve, let us put it.
Family planning, Madam Chairperson, this district, I think we are doing very well. The plan is here. This has brought our district posted development plan. We have one. We have already one. It was passed the last year. Since for 5 years, plan. And we placed. We had the whole parliamentary committee in charge of health here. We were around. The whole parliamentary committee was here in the day of launching that plan. Was the plan that had a blessing.
As religious leaders, and you decide, okay, we need to meet with these people, but at a certain time, they will say, but for you, you are meant for teaching religion. What else do you want with us? And you may find that we are barred from joining fully to those stages, from the first stage to the last stage. Or you may join to a certain extent and reach somewhere, you get blocked. And what you intend to do is not really is not coming to fruition. That is my question. You give us tips on how to really to engage ourselves fully from the starting time of preparation up to the end when everything is complete, or the budget is complete. Then another thing which you might find that we have in some areas representative directly the member of parliaments who come from our areas. Once they go up to those offices, they become politicians and seem not to be coming from us. So whatever you want for them to pass through up to that stage will not be done the way you expect. So those are some of the things that I'm looking at. I'm asking how can we address that?
The district budget framework brings all partners to participate in the meetings, including the religious leaders or whichever organizations, IPs, CBOs, all those and CSOs to come and give in their input of their contribution to the district, whether in kind or in cash.
As we have been talking about. Then the bottom-up planning is actually being sent sub-counted. Then after sub-counted, we present the paper, the district. Then the district incorporates the budget in the district paperwork plan. Then that paperwork plan is also sent to national level.
The district depends on donors, the activities will not be done. If the district depends on the conditional grant and other, it means the activities will not be done. So what does this mean? It means we must encourage the districts to generate revenue.
For example, like you say, in this sector, we are allocating certain amount of money. For example, maybe it could be 10 million for family planning, and it is specified.
I would also opt for the local government also to give in their own money to create for the donor fund.
We advocate that all of us, the citizens, we put in hand to mobilize resources.
So, she's bringing in a new dimension, yeah? We have been talking about governments, but now she's thinking that citizens have something they can do, yeah? And that is help with mobilizing resources.
Our advocacy was also to engage technocrats, people who know about family planning, to be part of the budgeting team, so that they can advise and lead on how to capture family planning issues in the budget.
Budgets are being made, but it's only few who remain in the budgets. So if you keep them out, the people get to know what's going on. Sensitization is also very important. Like this study we are asking us, how many go in for the budget process, and a few were raising up their hands. So therefore, let the government actually should be involved in this process. At the same time, sensitization has to be done. Our people need to know what to consider.
But it might be even family planning issues that are leading to this malnutrition. And they already know that the malnutrition is a problem in the district, whereby maybe they have found it from the reports, but when it comes to now sitting down and budget, then they neglect it. So that's where I can say that when maybe we are making the review and updating ourselves as far as budget planning is concerned, we need to use well our documents, our information we have, so that we may not neglect important things in our budget, like family planning.
Those people who are working that time, the need for it. But again, you need to be aware that access to information is a right, and it's not a favor. So somebody is not favoring you to give you information. You are a citizen, it is your right to access your information. So from all the time when you are in an advocacy related project, you need to have that in mind. To access this information is my right. It's not a favor. So you cannot just say, please, where they need be. You try all means to access this information because it is your right to access this information. These are public documents. So faith leaders, please know this is your right. If you find to access this information, it can help you advance the health of your community. You get to know you have already deprived your people the access to information. Because if you have accessed it, you will enable others to access it. Then at lower level local governments, because I understand the faith leaders here, some of them they are working under different levels. You find an archdeacon working at the district, but now the data which you need at the sub-county level. It's better also to position the level of the data which you need to extract. If it is district level, you know the rate of people. If it is sub-county level, you need to go to the in-charge, you need to go to the sub-county chief, you need to go to the accountant, who is the accounting officer, the accounting officer is the sub-county chief, you need to go to the CDU. So those are they can...
Yesterday,
yes.
We were very happy to distinguish between the new terms to us, that was cumulative releases, yes, cumulative expenditure, and budget released, budget spent percentages. So that helped us so much to comprehensively handle budgeting processes. Just because when we looked at cumulative releases, cumulative expenditure, we could not clearly understand what they meant. Then these cumulative receipts. So after our workshop, we are able to distinguish what this meant, and we can now follow up in any document as related to the budget, how we can go about it. So that helped us so much to be a bit versed with budget processes.
During the budget conference and other meetings, they just call religious leaders as observers. We have our observatory status at the local government, but we need these people to commit to engaging the religious leaders direct. If there is a budget conference, give space to the religious leaders to give their position paper.
So we want direct engagement, yeah?
Yeah.
But also, as we talk about
advocacy issues, and that is streamlined family planning budget line.
Yes.
Should be streamlined in the district worker plan. Yes.
For us, we began with the advocacy. The issue was utilization of CIP in informing district family planning budget. We as actors, we are going to engage with the sector committee using the Secretary for Health, and the actors is going to be the Secretary for Health. Then for prioritization of family planning and clear family planning budget line, we are going to engage the DHO and the district health educator and secretary for health. The actors are going to be the DHO and the DHE. Then family planning, financing. We are going to engage the district council and technical staff and the DHO. The actors are going to be the LOC5, the CAR, and the DHO.
The religious leaders directly participating according to the procedure. Then the actors, politicians, technical wing, and the religious leaders. The second issue, stakeholder engagement in budget making process. Action, getting into the structures at all levels, that is the local government committees, budget committees, and budget conference group. Then the actors, politicians, then technical wing. The last one, access to budget information. Action to go to the health department, planning unit department, finance department, LOC5 office, and we also thought about our faith-based organization office, since we already have it in place, that will also help us to get information. The actors, chief finance officer, district planner, district information officer, then secretary for health.
The charts here, so we had 6 issues to consider. First of all, we had citizen participation in budget making process. So here we looked at the action plan being engaged in political leaders in our communities to involve in our areas and communities, to involve the people within the budgeting process making. Then the actors, we saw Secretary for Health at the district level. The stakeholder engagement in the budget making process. So we said we shall identify and map key stakeholders in health in our communities. Then the actors shall be the DHO, the Secretary for Health, and the sector working groups at the district level. Then we went further to engage in the third issue, that was access to budget information. Here, our action plan was good or healthy working relationships with the district leaders. We exemplified the district planner in particular, so that we can access information from him. Then, our actors in this place, we thought of the district planner, the DHO, and the LOC5 chairperson. For utilization of the CIP in forming district family planning budget, our action plan was meeting sector working groups during their budget processes and the intersector working groups process, meeting the two at the sector and the intersector stage. Then actors here, we had councillors from our areas, Secretary for Health and the district. Then we went further to look at prioritizing family planning budget line. So here we said to be meeting the following people. That is the DHO, meeting the district planner, and meeting the Secretary for Health. Then the actors, here we had the DHO, the planner, and the Secretary for Health still involved. Lastly, we had family planning financing. Here we looked at advocacy to the planner, so that part of the health budget is allocated strictly for family planning activities. And then the actors, we had the district planner, the DHO, and the LOC5 chairperson.
Religious leaders, I'm also glad to say that the person who is going to draft the invitation for the budget conference is also here, drafting the invitation for CAB. So among the invited participants, we want to make sure that people are invited, and we sit as management, we give them a slot. It may not be too much time. I can't assure you of too much time, but I'll assure you of some few minutes. Then you get organized, one person comes and presents. The issue of sharing information, to me, is not an issue. The issue is who wants the information. Who wants the budget? Who wants the work plan? These days we are digital. We are no longer that style of analog. Just share your email with the planner. When it is passed fully by council, can be able to wire on your emails. An approved work plan, an approved budget is the public document, because we are using public funds to implement.